You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports. Well, we're going to talk about Brittany Mahomes and Jackson. That's right, we know Jackson is in some serious trouble right now involving allegations coming out of a Kansas City area restaurant involving a owner named Aspen Vaughn, in which he allegedly, and there's video of it, seems to be forcing himself onto her, grabbing her by her neck, forcing him and her together for multiple kisses of which she did not consent and or approve of. Now, he's had a lot of incidents, but they've been very cringy, annoying kind of incidents. He believes he's some kind of content creating star on TikTok, does have a following. I cannot imagine why, but he does. He's got to be one of the most annoying personalities out there in the social media sphere. Well, whether it's Sean Taylor and the memorial incident, whether it's the Baltimore Ravens fans and the water bottle, whether it's the incident in stiffing a guy that provided him with things in return for what was supposed to be advertisement on TikTok, screwed a business owner, allegedly. Okay, always got to throw that in there, but he didn't hold up his end of the deal. Of course, there was the incident he had with a lounge or another restaurant there in town that could not handle his entourage. Well, you went to a place that was too small to begin with. Why you thought they could, nobody knows, and then went on his social media and drowned said restaurant. Well, we know these allegations are much, much worse, and the one person that's had his back to the point of having come out and slammed so many people, and some could say she's been just as annoying as Jackson Mahomes, that is Patrick's wife, Brittany. Well, it seems the one person, because you notice Patrick Mahomes has been, I believe, purposely very quiet in all of this. And I haven't seen a comment from Patrick. Nothing. Look, Patrick Mahomes seems to have his shit together, for lack of a better way of putting it. Seems to be a great dude on and off the field. Brittany Mahomes went after Joe Rogan a while back just because he did a reaction on his podcast to what was a unbelievable, annoying video from her. Well, yeah, it's going to garner that kind of reaction. And you have chosen to put yourself out there in the limelight. So has Jackson Mahomes. If you take videos and post it online, you're subject to get your ass drugged. Plain and simple, all right? People criticize us all the time. We don't give a rip. And you better, if you're going to be on there, you better not give a rip. That's all I got to say. So, now it looks like Brittany Mahomes is actually out on Jackson Mahomes. It looks like she is actually going to make what could be a very responsible decision to burn bridges around Jackson Mahomes. And I can't, look, this is probably what she should have done a while back. I mean, you can only assume she initially defended this guy, by the way. You can only assume when she's talking about burning bridges, and this is after the allegations further came out, okay, over the course of the last 7, 8, 10 days. She has come out and she made a statement and said, I burn bridges as needed. So one of his big proponents, one of the people in his life that seemed to have his corner, Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Patrick Mahomes, seems to be out on Jackson. Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. I'm going to tell you who I feel terrible for in all of this. It's Patrick. I mean, my God, the stress he must be under off the field. I bet he can't wait to get on a football field and get away from all of this. Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Kansas City Chiefs superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes, posted a few cryptic messages on Monday as new details about her brother-in-law's case were revealed. Mahomes shared the messages on her Instagram stories and were screenshotted by the New York Post and others before they disappeared. Neither Mahomes nor her husband has spoken out about Jackson Mahomes' battery case for which he was arrested earlier this month. Quote, as you get older, you start to understand the difference between friends and associates, family and blood, business and work, love and lust, want and need, and most of all, what's important and what's not. Wow. Unfortunately, a lot of y'all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed. She added sheesh with a clapping hand emoji to the bottom of the second quote pic. Brittany came to the defense of her brother-in-law last month before he was formally charged and arrested. She was asked in an Instagram Q&A about criticism on Jackson Mahomes and called people, quote, they are ignorant. She responded, he is a human just trying to live life and find his way, and until you walk a day in his shoes, which no one ever will, you have no right to say shit about him. Absolutely, positively false. If you're going to put yourself out there in the limelight, if you're going to be this TikTok star, and you're going to get in situations that are going to make you look very bad publicly, you are open to get destroyed. Plain and simple. You're open to get dragged. That's the price you pay. She continued, so it's best to just shut up. Interesting. So it seems that Brittany Mahomes has had a major reverse decision in judgment when it comes to Jackson. And look, there's nothing guaranteeing that she's talking about Jackson Mahomes. But look, you can certainly believe it's going to lead in that direction. That's what she's talking about. That she chose, and look, we all know during these Kansas City Chiefs games, Brittany Mahomes and Jackson Mahomes have been inseparable during these games. And in fact, some of the crap he's pulled, she's been right there around him. And she has defended him, but it looks like maybe, and this is the responsible thing to do, sometimes, even with family, you just got to say, for lack of a better way of putting it, fuck them. You're done. They will drag you down like a ball and chain and ruin your life. You don't believe me? Look at Ja Morant right now. Because his family is doing him no favors. And he is destroying his NBA career. And everything Jackson does, right, wrong, or indifferent, it does fall back in some way, and shines a spotlight in some way over on Patrick. Unfortunately. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Peace 'em out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.